Madam Vice President.
Yes.
So hey, Kamala, how are you? How are you today? What's going on?
I just think that, in between whatever we need to do to shout or fight or march, let's also find time to sing or dance, hum, laugh. Some balance between realism, seeing it for what it is, and optimism. We have to be joyful warriors.
Madam President, these gentlemen do not believe that you are intelligent. I beg to differ.
It's the elephant in the room in our campaign, if not the donkey in the room.
You did go to Howard University, which is a prestigious university, highly selective. I think the acceptance rate is 30%, if I'm not mistaken. You did acquire a law degree, and you did pledge Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, which is an incredible sorority. It's the first Black intercollegiate sorority, and they just don't accept anybody.
As they say, they're not like us.
I would love to advocate for you. I believe, again, you being AG of California, you being an attorney, now vice president, does substantiate the claim that you are intelligent from my perspective. So can you explain to them your intelligence?
I'm out here in these streets.
Oh, really? Okay.
I was the first vice president or president to ever in office go to a reproductive health care clinic, ever.
Oh, okay. See, guys, she's speaking about abortion.
Gimpy, you did have a question for the for Madam Vice President.
Come on.
Madam Vice President.
Come on.
Surrounding your questionable rise to fame and fortune.
I know what you're going to ask.
Power amongst this elite group of politicians. Just how do you expect to win over our votes with such clouds over your rise to power?
I come from the middle class. My mother was a working woman who raised me and my sister. Mm-hmm. My mother was able to finally, she saved up to be able to afford to buy a home by the time I was a teenager.
Madam Vice President, you're not really doing a good job at proving your intelligence. What does that have to do with this question?
Well, I am certainly not perfect, so let's start there.
Okay, well, yeah. You looked perturbed the other day on the plane, on the tarmac. It looked like you wanted to do the Lord's work, respectfully. What was going on in the airplane that day?
Don't call me auntie.
Okay, I won't. But what was going on in the plane? You were yawning. You looked like you didn't want to be there.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time, right? The significance of the passage of time. So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs.
Has nothing to do with the question, but okay. Thank you so much.
I think you and your listeners have really got this thing right.
We appreciate that. We definitely appreciate it.
Tyrone,
did you have anything for Madam Vice President?
She said we got it right. So I questioned her intellect, and she said I'm right. So I'm satisfied. Thank you, Madam Vice President. You have
a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I think she's drunk. You've been drinking, Madam Vice President?
Come on.
I kind of figured that.
Come on.
Okay, there we go.
All right. Well, I think Madam Vice President has to run. Any last words, Vice President?
I'm pointing out things that need to be done, that haven't been done, but need to be done.
Oh.
All right, well, I guess that's a good closing statement, so we'll leave it right there.
Yes.
Guys, that was Madam Vice President. Go ahead and don't vote for her, but her intelligence. Did she raise her IQ perception?
No, she lowered all of ours.
Lowered
I feel dumber.
I'm sorry, CT. Do you still stand by? I feel like
no, I don't. I actually, I take away my advocate stance, and I retract that. She's a complete imbecile. Yeah, word salads. Yeah.
Welcome to Just the Guys Podcast.